Oh my god, this is the funniest. Hello, my friends. Welcome to Candid with Cal. My name is Cal, and I am turning my volume down. I'm the founder of Genyus Network, and I am here to say hello and welcome you into our Facebook group, our trauma survivor support team of amazing survivors of trauma, people who have been touched by trauma like myself and yourself, all connecting through the power of sharing our stories. Hello, as you come on in, please give us a big wave in the comments. I have to apologize really quick. Hello, Barb. Thanks heaps for saying hi. Now, I've got two things to say. One is that I'm wearing this eye patch not only because it is our symbol of having one vision, of connecting through sharing our stories and empowering one another to authentically express ourselves and be willing to be seen. This is also, it's kind of my old buddy. It's been helping me for many years since I had my stroke. Heaps of you are going to know that. I had a stroke when I was 24, which is coming up to 10 years ago. I'm about to celebrate my 10th rebirthday. And I have a condition called diplopia, which means that I see two images. So for those that have heard it, sorry for saying it again, but for those that might have that condition or altered changes of eyesight since your stroke, please give us a little comment below about your situation, because I'd love to hear that, and I'd love everyone else to be able to hear what you've got to say. But I wanted to firstly apologize. Oh, this is the third thing technically, but I wanted to apologize to you because I'm a bit late today, but you're not going to believe this. So I've literally been talking for the last half an hour with an eye patch on to no one. I'm not kidding. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I feel like I can only tell you, and probably my neighbors right now. Josh, Gail, hello, welcome on in. Give us a little, oh my gosh, we've got how many countries in, we've got heaps of people coming in right now. So please say hello as you're coming on through. So basically I've been talking to no one live on the interwebs for the last half an hour. I'm so embarrassed, and I'm so sorry that it's taken me so long to get to you. But I was all set up, and life, as your life would be, it gets pretty hectic doing so much stuff. I'm trying to do I'm sort of kicking back into lots of rehab and lots of stuff that I want to talk with you about today. But I've been really busy of late, and I keep forgetting what I'm doing. And even no matter how much brain power I use and how many tactics I use in my neuropsychology, I keep forgetting what's going on, like whether I'm actually live on the internet or not. And awkwardly for myself, I've been talking to no one, feeling like no one really cared about today. I was like, oh gosh, okay, we've obviously failed in this department. But I can see that there's heaps of y'all watching right now. So, oh yes, sorry, I'm just going to check quickly. Brenda Booth saying, Barbara, I still haven't figured out how to join the live Genius action. You'll keep trying. Brenda, this is live. This is it. Welcome. Sorry if it's a letdown, but this is it. I'm talking to you right now. So I'm coming to you who is watching. I'm here in Melbourne, and the reason I've been wearing my eye patch and the reason I've got these funny roses and things that I thought I'd show you is because I've actually, oh my God, Genyus is going gangbusters, and I've been busy working on our community and our platform. I was saying that last week, so if you haven't jumped into the pin post from last week, there's an awesome question in there that I'd love to get your responses to, or your response to. But over the weekend, I hosted the Will to Walk fundraiser here in Melbourne. And that was an event that was fundraising for the Barwon Stroke Support Centre, which is a stroke support centre, which is amazing. And we've talked about this before on Genyus. If you want to find out any more about the Barwon Stroke Support Centre, please just type Barwon Stroke Support Centre into our little search bar in our group, because you'll be able to find a couple of posts to do with that crew. They're amazing, and a big fundraising effort happened over the weekend, and I was very kindly asked by Claire Gregg, who is hopefully here today watching. My vision's gone funny, so I don't even know. But Claire is an incredible genius she's a genius, and she's a genius. She's us. She is one of us, gang. She's touched by stroke in her family. Her mum is a survivor of a stroke, and the impact, as you know, the impact of stroke has rippled all through her life. And she's so passionate about empowering trauma survivors, particularly stroke survivors like us, all of us who have been touched by trauma. She's all about creating community and empowerment and better pathways for the Barn Stroke Support Centre to support the activities that happen there. And it's absolutely awesome. They raised $39,000 and I was so like, oh my God, I hosted that event. So I was like literally the MC. I decided that I'd call myself MC Hammer. I was wearing a suit, I had these, and one of your teammates, Tommy, legendary Tommy Quick, if you haven't seen Tommy Quick, please type in his name into our search bar because Tommy is absolutely stellar. And I interviewed him and did we played a bit of a fun game that's based around some stuff we do here on Genyus. I sort of got him to do some, he basically hit on some people in the audience, which sounds really weird, but it was so good. And he landed every joke. And so, guys, if you want to know more about Tommy, make sure you connect with him. And you couldn't get a more lovable larrikin to meet or be inspired by, but also just to hang out with. He's such a legend. The whole event, it's like the last couple of weeks have just been so community. It's kind of the buzzword of the age, but oh my gosh, the community that was created at this event, I was literally, my double vision was so bad, and I was like, oh my God, I was quite unprepared for the event. I've been really busy, no excuses, blah 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 blah, and had to literally, basically, I got to the event, we were about 10 minutes late to the time that I was meant to arrive, and the bus bringing all the walkers who've just walked for 1,000 kilometers, stroke survivors, supporters, blah, 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 every single legend in the world, they arrived 15 minutes early. So I'm like, oh my God, literally get there. I get mic'd up like Madonna, and and I'm like, okay, everybody, welcome to the Will to Walk event, bloody, bloody, blah, blah, blah. Everyone get ready to welcome our walkers. Anyway, the whole thing went off without a, what's that saying? It went off without a, what's that saying? Hitch. Kick? Something. Right, what I just meant in the comments, because you'll know what I'm trying to say. But it went off without a thing. It went off really well. Everyone went off at this event. It was so good. And there was a singer, there was a DJ Lister, a singer called Amanda. She was absolutely phenomenal, sang this song. Everyone was singing with it. There was dancing. It was outdoors at this, it was in this distillery, and it had this amazing outdoor area. And basically it was just casual kind of cocktail fun. It wasn't sort of like a stiff event. I certainly kept it really light, or as light as I could. So thank you, Claire. Claire Gregg, and also Claire, other Claire from the SAV, thank you so much for your kind words on what I contributed to that event and what we all collectively gave as a community. Oh, guys, so on the theme of community, I thought that I do want to show you something about that post I did last week. So last week, just as a recap, I'm working on Genyus, I'm working on developing our platform, developing our community, and everything that we're going to keep doing together. And I constantly am just driven by you and what you give to our community. I'm so into it, and I'm just like, yes, stroke is the most sexy thing this side of the Southern Hemisphere at the moment. So anyway, I basically put a call out. I did a live. It was very candid, very quick, because I was in a meeting. So I just got off the train. It was very windy, and I apologize for any of y'all with sensory overload like me. It wasn't probably the most ideal situation. But because we get to meet up as a community, I just was like, let's just do it. I just want to hang out with the guys and put it to you, ask you the question, what matters the most to you? Is it about belonging to a community that matters? Or is it about learning how to be the best version of yourself since your stroke or since your trauma? And I said, in there, if you haven't seen it yet, make sure you go have a look. It only goes for a couple of minutes. Believe it or not, it's the only one that ever has. But I said both. For me, it's both. They're kind of like chicken and egg, and they're not even chicken and egg. Because not one needs to come before the other. It's about them working in tandem. And I kind of just said that very candidly, even through all this wind and stuff that was going on that day. It's very hard to probably hear me, but you agreed with what I was saying, and you actually just said it. So many people even said it way better than me, the honest responses in that were just amazing. Like, Rod, thank you so much for everything you've been contributing to all of our forums at the moment, and uploading your Survivor Snapshot. I know you didn't think it was quite a snapshot. I mean, Survivor Snapshot's meant to go for 60 seconds or less, or under a minute or under 100 words, but it was a bit longer. But my gosh, what a journey you've been on, and thank you for just contributing. And to all that have commented back after Rod saying so much honest stuff about his story of surviving his stroke and where he's at, check out the post and add, please contribute, because the more we each contribute to everything that's going on in our community, the stronger we get. And that's what the whole One Vision is about. It's about our collective vision of getting together. So to wrap up the thing about being at that amazing event, I know I've got to go on to this forum stuff, but I just need to say, I don't know, I can kind of sometimes feel like I can sort of put on confidence. Like, I don't know about you, tell me if you hear what I'm saying, but I can sort of switch it on. And it's because I used to be a performer, I think I sort of know how to turn it on and for it to be real, but also I can still be really insecure. And so at this event, I was a bit insecure because, oh my gosh, it was just like I was in dressy shoes and it was funny. It was an outdoor area and there's weird lighting and lots of people around, and I'm literally like trying to run to a schedule which I can't see very well. I'm wearing a Madonna head mic. I look like an absolute loser. I couldn't help but have at least, I tried to have as many sips of as many of the mojito things that were going around, because they were serving cocktails at this venue, and oh my gosh, it was refreshing. Anyway, I'm not going to talk too much more about alcohol, because that might be something that you partake in, it might not be. But either way, it was a fun time had by all, and I was standing after this big auction when they raised the most money. There was all these kind of burly trucker dudes and rice making, race car driving dudes at this thing. And here's me, Curly Sue, bloody, wearing a suit, looking like a try-hard Osher Gunsberg, having just done this thing with Tommy. You know, as fun as it was, it's still like intimidating, and it was such an emotional event, and I don't hold back from being emotional. As you can tell, I'm just straight up and just want you to be straight up, because it's the best thing we've got together. But as soon as the last hammer went down, I got the biggest hug and kiss from this big burly straighty 180 trucker dude, and I was like, oh my god. And he's like, that was amazing, you're amazing. And I'm like, oh my god, I've touched the truckers. That was the thing about the collective power of community at that event. It was just, there was a massive love in, and everyone kept saying it. It was all about just sharing the love, and it didn't matter where you came from, what walk of life you are from. It was about all of us sharing in our humanity, and that's what I loved about it. And that is exactly what we do here. Moving on to what I wanted to talk to you about on that thread, I just want to say a couple of thank yous, because I think it's really worth saying thank you to those who commented so valiantly and articulately in this thread. So big shout outs to you, Brenda, Rod. I love that name as well, Rod Smith. It's so cool. Tell us if that's your full name, Rod, as well. If that's exactly it, because it sounds very cool. Rod Smith Astro. Amazing. Sarah, Kia, Chisa, oh gosh, Cami, Marcus. So that's Australia, New Zealand, Japan, Hawaii, other parts, but of Northern America, all in a row. Claire Gray, Emma Gaffey, Lauren, Kim, Adam, Brooke, Kelly, Cami, other Lauren McGinley, who did the most sensational walk as well, guys. I mean, so many of us use different devices to assist us in moving. It might be an AFO, it might be a walking stick, it might be crutches, it might be wheelchair, it might be an eye patch that helps you get around, makes you more comfortable. It could be a number of things, right? Actually, this is a little poll we could do right now. Can you let us know down below what device you use? If it's your legs, or what your preferred device is to use to get around. Is it your legs? Is it some wheels? Is it some heels? Let us know down below, because I want to know the variety of what we're all bringing to this to this community. I used to, as you know, I used to have a walking stick and an eye patch, so I was like the hipster of my area, running around. But to finish this, I'm so sorry. Thomas, Brune, as well from Germany, Sue, MG, Cynthia, I hope you made it today. I want to see if you're going to have made it. Jen, Lingard, Kim again. Oh, another Kim, sorry. Oh, new Kim. If you are new to our community, welcome aboard. Thank you, and welcome to our incredible team. Congratulations, you are a genius. Pip, Lisa Marie, so many people have just joined our team and contributed so much to that post. Lee as well, what you all said just contributed to the collective love, but the collective vision of where we're going, you know? We're in it together, and I want to help us. I kind of feel like I'm driving a train. I'm sort of like a train conductor or something at the moment. And you know this. I wear hats and I've got funny hair. So I love being like, all aboard the genius train. We're going places because of our community, and the more that we share and let everyone know where we're at, the more we grow in our collective power and have a collective wisdom. So keep on doing that. The other thing I wanted to say about that is that, hang on, has it gone? I think it's gone. I don't know. I'm actually going through a new batch of rehab at the moment because I'm getting booked in for another batch of surgery. So in terms of surgery, I have had a lot of surgeries, but I had my last eye surgery about 2 years ago, where I had 2 operations in this eye, which is my weak side because I can't feel the side of my face, and 1 in this eye. And in not too long, it looks like I'm going to be having another surgery, and I think it's going to be my final one. And so at the moment, I really want to show you this. This is what I'm doing. I'm doing these funny things. I want to give you a bit of perspective as to what life can be like through my vision training. And let me know if you do anything similar to this. So can you see this? Okay, they're really dirty, but can you see my eye? So if you see my eye, this eye, so look at this eye, and now if we flip it, can you see that it's further away? So I'm training myself, there we go. Oh my God, it's like intense cow eye, big, small cow eye, little, big eye, little eye, big eye, little eye. So this is some of the therapy that I do, and I'm back into doing it at the moment. I had a big break for like 18 months or something after my surgery because I was just done. I've been doing it for 8 years or something. I was sick of it. I was tired, so I had to have a break. And in some ways, my eyes have regressed, but I don't regret it at all. I think there's something in that. Regress does not equal regret. You know, I like my alliteration. I decided my quality of life and my experience of life and being free of what felt like clinical constraints, I wanted to get rid of. I wanted to break through those shackles, and so I did for a while, and that has helped me gain so much confidence and feel so much better about my quality of life and take charge of this next phase, which is going to include even more rehab because this surgery is going to require that. But I just wanted to, that was very random that I just shared that with you. If you have anything that you want to share about that, about whether you've taken breaks in your rehab or anything like that, please do. I think it's a specific thing, and obviously talk to, the appropriate health professional about whether how much rehab you should be doing and all that sort of stuff. I know for me, I've been really, I feel comfortable and confident saying that I've been good at monitoring how much rehab I need to do, and I've been very motivated over these last 10 years, but it does get to a point where I'm like, I don't want to feel like a patient anymore. I want to feel like a person. So I let go of my rehab and focused on other things. And now it's time to reshift the focus. The pendulum's swung back, and I'm going to be doing a bit more rehab for a while. So you might see me with some bloodshot eyes a bit more, but that's all right. You've never seemed to mind in the past. But guys, the one thing I just wanted to really, I might do a quick scroll through the community just so I can see what's going on. And poetry. Sue's just saying poetry, Cal. Yes. AFO. Oh, what did I say, Ishbel? Sue says legs and rhythm to keep me moving. Oh, we need some music. Oh my God, I've got to show you actually. I want to show you a couple of things. Hang on. So I'm just going to bring this. I'm just going to give this a crack, right? Hang on with me. Hang with me. Try and not exit yet. So as you can see, that's my Facebook. But what we want to do is I want to show you. Let's just go here. So this is something that I made thinking of you guys, and I'll show you when I can. I'm just going to upload it because it was so good. We got to do, hang on, can you see me? We got to do, like, they were playing live music with the DJ, and there was so much boogieing and stuff, and I got all the stroke survivors, all of us survivors on the floor, and we had a little bit of a boogie, and even some of our key supporters at this event had a boogie with us, and it was just really cool. So I thought I'd just show you this little bit. I'm here at the Stroke Association of Victoria's fundraiser for the Bowen Stroke Support Centre, and some of the Genyus crew are here, so I wanted to have a quick dance with them while we're here, all sharing our one vision. Get ready, we're going to come in. Get ready to meet everyone. Single vision. We got one vision. One vision. Yeah. Oh my God, that was ridiculous. So that was Sienna, Lauren, Paula, Tommy, Emily, and also Kate, the DJ, with the Bang & Gaga patch on. We all know that's my favourite patch, but I decided to give it to Kate because she was such a kick-ass DJ at this thing. But everyone was outside, and so whilst we had literally like a minute, I was just like, guys, can we do something for the Genyus crew? Because I want them to get in on a bit of this action. So that was a bit of fun. And then this last thing I want to show you. Is this? Thank you so much. This is such a movie. Race car. Yeah. This is a bit of. We got Carly. Yes, you are. Yeah. So we've got Carly. Now. Well, Kate. So as you can see, I can't find the right spot, but it was such an amazing event, and so many people got on board with it. It was absolutely so cool, and even just the cheekiness that Tommy brought was so good and so well received that I just wanted to share a bit with you. I'll put it up properly though, because it's really hard to see here, and I've got unco hands, and I know it probably drives you insane, so I apologize for that. But yeah, the very final thing that I wanted to say was just all of this is about community. It's all about our community, and everyone who's been touched by trauma is just so connected and so willing to connect. At that event, the amount of people that came up to me, and because I shared some of my story, Tommy had shared much of his, we had, and you know, the highs and lows of all of it, people would come up and just telling me so much personal stuff about themselves. And as we always say here on Genyus, your story can unlock someone else's prison. So share it. It was worth sharing it. And I'm really glad that I did. I'm really glad that the people that were there were so willing to connect with us and all be part of Genyus. They all felt like geniuses in the end, and are going to be finding out a lot more about our community very soon, which is really cool. So if we start to get an influx of people who are amazing supporters of story sharing, get ready to welcome with open arms, because our collective power is insurmountable, my friend. The last thing I wanted to say about that as well, just this is a little bit of admin. Now, I know that I come in every now and again and we talk about lots of stuff. There's a lot of admin work that I do behind the scenes to help people into our group, guide them through things. You might have seen me doing some of this. Sometimes I'm like flagging posts. There's all sorts of things. But really, it's actually about grabbing someone by the hand and helping him through our community. And that's why I always ask you to please say hello, welcome them through, show them where to go, point them up to the pin post, show them our threads, you know, and our private rooms and all those sorts of things. And even just at the moment, I just wanted to show you, this is how popular our group is, right? So, and I'm just this is only recent. So some of it might be spam bots, but a lot of it is legit. So this is just to show you how many people are waiting to get into our group. Alright, so can you see? Let's have a look at this. Looking back at my computer. Okay, we're there. Now we'll go. I'm doing this with my left hand, so not as much control, but we can do it together. So we've got this. We're going here. Let's just have a look at this. How many people? 36 people want to join this group. 36 people want to join your community. Popular much? Okay, so, and if you just look through that, this is just like, these are peeps from just like everywhere. Like it just goes on and on and on. So I just wanted to let you know, you're hot property, babe. You're doing well. You're doing good stuff. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for bearing with me in all my awkwardness and my candidness sometimes. But over the next couple of days, I will upload some videos from the Will to Walk, get to introduce you to Claire, and tell you more about where we're going and what's coming from all these crazy meetings and things that we're doing. Bit of a quick scroll now through the community. How many? Oh my gosh. Okay, we've got a lot. Oh, Hitch. Thank you. Yes. That is so funny. Oh my God, my mum, Gail Rickson, is like, Hitch, telling me what I stuffed up. Tom, hello. Barb, hello. Brenda, Ishbel, Cami, Josh, Thomas. Oh my gosh. Well, please, if you haven't said hello yet, please make sure you do. And as I said, give us a tip about what how do you get around? Do you use a device? Do you use, what device do you use? Do you use your feet? Do you use a pair of wheels? Do you use a pair of heels, as I said before? But every time I make a joke, I try and land it twice if it didn't work the first time. So if you didn't like it that time, hopefully you liked it last time, or vice versa. I'm 100% rambling now, but I just wanted to check in, see how you're going, and leave you with this. With other communities that you belong to, like ours, what is the value you get, and how can our community have that value? What can we learn as geniuses from other communities about connecting and collabing together? What do you want to know more of? I want to know more about you, so please let us all know in the comments below. But for now, I'll be seeing you very soon. If you want to do the head bob, I know it works for you. I'm a genius, you're a genius. We are on fire.